And remember, for your information, you cannot outwork the degeneration throughout the years from your domesticated life. So you must definitely change your social approach of how you spend majority of the day, and it needs to be connected to the ground, to the hard floor, to the hard truth that's gonna set you free. Remember that, warriors. Alright, Saiyan warriors, great primals, welcome. Here I want to give a brief overview about certain topics I've been asked, especially for people that struggle with back pain, knee pain, ankles, whatever modern issues you have. I'm gonna give you a few solutions in this video, and I will give you my approach about how to free yourself of the shackles of a domesticated human pet. So if you are one of those struggling, then this information here will be definitely beneficial. So stay tuned, drop a comment, and let's get into it. Alright, Saiyan warriors across the four corners of Earth. I've been summoned to talk about like my habits that help me, or the tools, prehab, rehab, exercises, postures, just a warrior lifestyle that helps me keep the Saiyan body armor, you know, functional, and keeps the Saiyan body, you know, reversing the effects you guys as humans usually have throughout all the years of being domesticated human pets and exposed to comfort, which means you are constantly on chairs, you're constantly on some soft surfaces, on couches, on beds, on all of those modern traps that trap you humans, but not us Saiyans, from, you know, reaching your new transformation. So I was asked, what do I do throughout the day, and how can some of you fix wrist pain, ankles, knees, hips, all of that? First, I gotta be 100% here. You cannot just do it by going to the gym and doing like an hour workout or 2 hours workout, conditioning, physical practice. That's not enough. You gotta think about it. You spend how many hours on a chair, on your bed? That's all like social. So first of all, you guys gotta fix your social habits. So I'm gonna give you an insight, a raw Saiyan insight about how I do it. First of all, I never sit on chairs if not necessary, or even in an airplane I will try to go cross-legged, do some stuff, but I usually, you know, that's a resting, that could be a resting position. That could be your working position if you like Gohan studying, you know, like you need to be on your laptop, you know. Get yourself a little table, put your working station there. You see, the body will naturally, you will move positions, you know, you will change positions. So this is a camel squat, for instance. So you can eat here, you can work here, you can type here. It's a resting position, but loaded resting position, because you're ready to move, you see? Boom. Same for the other side, obviously. Like out of this position, you're ready to go. Same as the human resting squat. I'm gonna get deeper into it, but this position, it's also called rebirth. I heard it from one of the guys I'm inspired by. Shout out to Kadur Zianimal. And of course Ido Portal. Ido Portal back then challenged me to do like a 30 days, 30-minute squat challenge. And to this day, since probably 2013, I'm not skipping a single day because I have relentless, rigorous discipline and dedication, devotion to be a Super Saiyan. So there is no excuse in my realm. So this position definitely, it's natural compression. If this is uncomfortable for you, if you cannot just chill and rest in this position, obviously you're out of alignment. So I would suggest anyone of you out there watching this video, first reclaim your primal resting squat. To become a great primal, a great Saiyan, you gotta have this down. Look at some areas where the people are not as domesticated, you know. They easily can sit in those positions. They read newspaper, they work, you know. It's like all on the ground, so you have constant stimulus. And to break it back to the point I mentioned earlier, this social conditioning is crucial if you want to reverse those issues and reverse pains. And those ligaments and structures, ligaments, tendons, they just need way more stimulus and way more hours of work to grow and adapt compared to muscles. Muscles, you can grow them quickly in the gym, but ligaments, they come with social conditioning. And most of you have been socially conditioned to be a domesticated human pet. And as soon as you acknowledge that, you have a chance to ascend and become a Saiyan and claim your birthright, you know. So I usually chill, I use the camel squat, I usually squat. So to this day I fulfill 30 minutes in my human resting squat. I sometimes cook, then I put the pan down and my food down and I eat like this. So I set a timer throughout the day. I'm not usually like sitting 30 minutes straight. I have a 30 minutes timer, and whenever I get into the squat, the primal squat, the human resting position, I let the timer run and I always try to fulfill 30 minutes a day. Give this a try, and then again, the emphasis is really on social conditioning. So you gotta be connected to the ground. We are all put in this comfortable environment. You know, we want to be strong and capable and all of that, but we are in comfortable environments and we don't give the body the stimulus to actually be strong. You know, like those positions, they're like end range positions. You see, like end range positions. Poof, you're on the floor, you're always connected to the floor, so you put pressure on the ligaments and tendons. You give them a signal so that they can adapt. And you gotta give them hours of those signals in order that they can adapt. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. So I cannot sell you like a hope pill and say do this exercise and you're gonna improve your pain and ankles and knees and hip. Yes, it might work a little bit for the muscle structures, for the muscular structures, but the ligaments and tendons, they need way more time under tension and way more stimulus. Imagine you've been put in school, so they punished, they domesticated you. In the first grade already, they put you on a chair as a kid with 6 years old, and that's where the whole degeneration process starts, and it just goes downwards from them. Look at young children before they're put to school. They're capable, they sit in a squat easy, like natural. That's your human private chair. Nobody can take it away from you, and you can take it everywhere you want with you, and it's yours. And it's your birthright to have it, to rest, to sit in this position. I see people sleep like this, you know, take a nap. If you're not capable yet to do it, no worries. I was there too. I had to go on excruciating journey of pain, blood, tears and sweat to reclaim the squat. But it's consistency, it's relentless consistency and devotion if you really want it. There are no excuses, there are only solutions, and you gotta look for them, you know. If you work a lot, get yourself a low sitting desk, work like this, move around. Use the time, like I say, you only win if you change your social habits. You gotta swap the human domesticated habits into Saiyan primal habits in order to really fix all of those issues in your apparatus. And that really comes only with time. Even sleeping. I sleep on a hard surface, on the floor. It's basically like natural, you know, people use those black rolls where they foam roll the fascia and all of that stuff. If you sleep on a hard surface, the floor will foam roll you 8 hours or however long you sleep throughout the night. It's really about efficiency and making the most out of the time we have on this earth. And that concludes the thing. You really gotta find ways, and I'm here to slay your excuses, because there's always a way to do it if you really, really want it. And drop me a message, drop a comment, subscribe. Let me know what kind of content you want to see in the future on this channel. I'm gonna try to address your topics as much as I can. I hope I didn't forget anything. So I spoke about the resting squat, the 30 minutes challenge, the camel squat, you know, like that's how people in North Africa, for instance, that's how they eat. They gotta be ready, you know. You eat, something happens, you go. But you always like loaded, you always give the tendons, you see? You always give the tendons pressure and time to adapt. You cannot just do it. You cannot have it with that. Even this position, very important. It's the cow position. Camel squat. You see, camel squat, cow. It's also a position of humility. You know, you listen into your body, and if you sit like this, like I talk to you now, I could have done it on like a human domesticated pet chair, but no, I want to show you how it's done. That's also how you socialize in like-minded warrior cycles. You should exchange like this with the floor, on the floor, and bring back the truth. The truth is the hard floor. We need to really bring it back to the roots. We are not meant to be in comfort. That's how we lose, and that's how you become a human pet. And yeah, so you have the cow as a resting position on the floor. For the ankles, for the knees, you have the camel. You know, you load. You have of course, the squat, the human resting squat. You can sit cross-legged. And another test for those. Out of this cross-legged position should be easy to turn and sit down again out of this position. That's a good check to see about your ankles, your hips, stability in general. You shouldn't need, as soon as you need to use your hands or lose balance, you know, you got things to work on. And yeah, that is it. I hope it gives you a little bit of an insight about the way, the lifestyle of a Saiyan warrior, of a great primal, of my journey. Those things did not come easy, and I'm still not where I desire to be. But I'm sure some of you out there will extract something out of this. And obviously, I forgot one point. So not only the cow position you can use on the floor, obviously the same with the toes, you know, because the toes, our big toes, and the toes in general, they also need tension. So you can do the same by sitting on your toes, chilling with your guys, you know, talking, exchanging perspectives, talking about the next battle you need to conquer, and the next war we all need to conquer. And that happens right here on the ground, on the battlefield, on the healing, in the healing chamber, which is on the floor with the ground. Not in the fluffy, puffy clouds and comfy environment, no, on the hard floor. So that I forgot, because obviously you can sit on your toes, you can sit on your ankles. Both positions are necessary, definitely to keep the Saiyan body armor functional and ready for battle. Another note, which is actually quite crucial, once you're in a position, the body will tell you, like gauging your pain level, you will have a connection with your body, obviously. If it's way too painful, the body will send you a signal, oh man, I cannot anymore. And the body naturally will talk to you and force you to change the position. So let's say you're on your desk, on your little now new PRIMAL desk on the floor, and you sit like this. At some point, the body will send you a signal to change your position when it gets uncomfortable. If you change it, but you're still sending a stimulus for adaptation because you're connected to the ground, which you must understand. You need the ground to send the stimulus for the ligaments and tendons to adapt. The same for the muscles, but they adapt way quicker. Even like most people, when they sit on their toes, they cannot be here for longer than 5 seconds because their feet are degenerated from all the shoes compressing and squishing everything together and like destroying even like your toe structure and the functions of your toes. So it's gonna be uncomfortable. All of those positions will be uncomfortable for you guys at the beginning, but over time the body will remember the roots and your birthright to be capable and to be a warrior. So go sacrifice, suffer, and claim it.